What's up, everybody? Black Nerd Planet. I'm your
Yo,
boy Jordan.
it's your boy M. You
As
know
I
what
hit
time
my
it is.
oddly mandatory burps. This is
Yeah,
the
it's probably stress related.
well, geez, thanks for telling everybody my business. Nah, this is the PS5 prediction show. We don't think we've ever done a prediction show before, so
uh,
I don't think we've just done
nah, we
random
did one
sporadic.
for awards or something, right?
Oh yeah, we did awards and we did Pokemon. So well, I guess console wise, we never had to really do
Yeah,
one.
nah,
So on
we
that
don't
note,
care about Xbox. Oh, sorry.
no, I'm just talking.
Nah, I was saying sorry to Xbox people.
Well, we could maybe do that. I don't know. Their next event's in July, so hopefully we can do that as well. Why not? We like Xbox. We just try to shit on them a little bit.
That was where my joke was going.
One of my buddies was on Facebook. And he was talking. He was posting a whole bunch of Call of Duty memes, and and I was like, man, what's your Activision tag? And he was like, he had to stop using crossplay because it was like bricking his console or something. I'm like, man, Xbox trash, man. Did all that
See,
work for nothing.
turn it all the way off.
Oh shoot.
I can just only play with other Xboxers.
I was like, man, that's horrible. But anyway, PS5, the showcase, or I don't really know what they're calling it, June 11th at 4 Eastern Time, 1 Pacific. So we'll be doing the live reaction to that and the little analysis afterwards. But right now we're going to talk about what we may see or hope to see that Thursday. And I'm going to ask you, what do you want to see, man, with this PS5 event? Since we saw the hardware specs, we seen the controller announced, and then they're saying this is gonna be focusing on games. So what do you think that means? It's gonna be about an hour or so.
Man, I don't know. I guess I want them to show. I don't know. Nah,
What does
but
that mean?
it
God
ain't like
damn
I'm thinking about
it.
it super hard. But nah, I don't know, man. I feel like because like if they saying they're gonna show games, then I guess I want to see shit like what's some graphics. I mean, like some gameplay of some stuff. I don't want them to just show like a quick little video. You know what I'm saying?
Some
Like I want to see
trailers
some
for
run throughs.
everything.
Yeah, some action. I want to see some stuff like that. I ain't trying to really just because I don't know what. Because I'm just trying to think what even. I guess some more Ghost of Tsushima stuff would be cool to see. Dang, that's a tough sentence. That would
that
be cool.
was, I was gonna say that was gonna be one of my questions about it. Was I wonder if they're gonna show anything that's PS4 to PS5. I mean, because we just saw the Ghost State of Play, and we just had Last of Us shown again, which that's gonna be out next week on the 19th, and we know
Mm-hmm.
those games are gonna be backwards compatible. So I'm curious if they're gonna do any of like in the past when they talked about like Spider-Man loads up 8 seconds instead of 20 seconds or whatever it was. I'm
Mm-hmm.
curious if they're gonna do anything like that. But also, you wouldn't want to show a newer game doing that, just so you know what I'm saying, because then you wouldn't want people not to buy it at launch. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So that might be a bad thing to do. But I do expect them to do some of that, like here's, like I said, Spider-Man running right now, and you zipping through, and you ain't got to worry
Mm-hmm.
about load times and the black screen and stuff. Um, I do think that they're gonna. I think that they're gonna focus on mostly PS5 like exclusive games. Like they
Mm-hmm.
might sprinkle in like a Ubisoft game or something like that, but to me, with Xbox being the ones right now showing like how much variety they have, I think PlayStation should really kind of stick to their guns of like we got the better exclusives and stuff like that. Even
Yeah.
if they really don't say it like fans do,
Mm-hmm.
obviously like everybody knows that they're known for that over the last 7 years now, or
Yeah, for
six,
sure. I
seven,
mean, and
yeah, 7 years.
that's a lot of the reason why I think that I stick by PlayStation so much is the exclusives anyway. So it's like that would be cool to see for them to just focus on the exclusives and what kind of new exclusives they about to have.
Because to me, I'm thinking we don't know any, like, besides, you know, the PS4 last year, PS4 exclusives coming out with Ghost and Last of Us. We don't know about anything in the future that's Sony, you know, exclusive. But I think, and they're gonna show more things over the course of the year. We still have at least what is June. We have at least like
Mm-hmm.
4 to 5 months till the console comes out. But I feel like right now is kind of the time, and this is a pre-recorded thing, so they've already had this set in stone for however long. But I feel like this is kind of
Mm-hmm.
the time to really get people sold on the PlayStation. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
it's with even if they do have some months left, I feel like if they even show like a Horizon like label or something like that, that'll pique
Mm-hmm.
a lot of interest, because it's hard with any kind of like medium to get people to like, especially in video games, to get people to like get excited for something new. You know what I mean? Like if like when Destiny first came out, that was a new thing, and that was,
Mm-hmm.
but it was made by Bungie, so maybe that's a bad example. But you think of like any new IP, people are just kind of like, oh, we'll wait and see. Like I'm not
Yeah.
sure. Like it kind of takes a little bit. Um, so I would think you like there has to be something like in their back pocket. And a lot of people want like Bloodborne 2, maybe. Like I said, like Horizon 2. I
Mm.
don't think God of War is anywhere close, so I don't expect. I'm not even gonna say anything about that. But in my mind, I think Horizon would be the first one, and I think Spider-Man is gonna be eventual. But I don't think they'll even show that this year.
What you say? It just froze, so I didn't
Oh
hear the
shit!
last thing you said.
I was saying that I don't. I think that Horizon. If any of the exclusives they would show, it'd probably be Horizon. I'm giving like a small chance to a Bloodborne sequel,
Mm.
and then after that, like Spider Man, like God of War, like the really big ones people are waiting on. I don't see those being shown until like at least another year or two. Like those seem
Yeah.
kind of far off. Uh,
Yeah, because shoot, Spider Man. I mean, the DLC, which that was earlier and between last year or whatever, but that's still kind of new. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, what if you was gonna be like, all right, we about to come out with another one, unless they show some more DLC or something.
yeah, and maybe they could do that. I don't. That is something else where there are games where you could still add things. Spider Man might be easier to do that than say like a
Mm-hmm.
Horizon, just because Spider Man's already a everlasting title in every form of media. You know what I mean? You could do
Mm-hmm.
something like that. Do you think Naughty Dog would have possibly have anything, or would that just like be in bad taste with Last of Us coming out for them to tease something new?
Yeah, I feel like yeah, they probably not, especially with the way that they kind of doing showing Last of Us stuff, because it's really like sparingly, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't like they were showing you a whole bunch of videos, a whole bunch of, or even like talking about it a whole bunch. They was like, all right, Last of Us 2, it's coming out. Here's this. All right, we show you a little video. Boom, here's this. So I don't think that they would show nothing else. It doesn't seem like to me that they would decide to show more. I mean, a new thing
Mm-hmm. I don't even
for
know what they. As long as it's not an Uncharted, I'm okay. I don't want any more
yeah,
Uncharted games.
man, yeah, and I don't. Yeah, I'd probably be cool off that too. Honestly, I don't know.
They're the studio with Sony that I really want to see something different. I don't necessarily know what kind of like theme it would have. Like they could stick to adventure titles, but I want to see something besides Last of Us or Uncharted.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're willing to step back to like a Jack and Daxter like, you know, type mode,
Mm,
but that would be cool for them to do something different though.
something a little more whimsical.
Um, do you think with backwards compatibility coming to the PS5, do you think this would be the time for them to say? I mean, one, they've said PS4 is gonna be backwards compatible. Do you think that there's any way possible for them to show that they're gonna be able to get PS3, 2, and 1 games on PS5?
You said, do I think that it's possible that they're gonna show that?
yeah, at this event specifically? Like, do you think that's even like a on their mind, damn near?
Man, honestly, I feel like it's not because I mean I feel like a lot of the reason why they even are saying anything about backwards compatibility at all, anyway, is it's almost pandering because people want it so bad. You know what I mean? They almost
Yeah,
just like, okay, fine, you can play your old games, PlayStation 4 games, but also then that kind of eliminates that PlayStation Now shit, whatever they got with that,
yeah,
so I don't know if they would do that then either because then that kind of shits on that, and then people already don't really want to buy it anyway, or
mm-hmm.
have a hard time getting people to sign up for that anyway. So then to be like, all right, and you can play these, you might as well just delete it.
Well, in saying that, because PS Now, that's how relevant it is to me. I didn't even think about it in this me writing
Mm,
up shit. Like, do you think that would be? I mean, that to me would be the solution. Them adding in all the old generations to that service.
yeah.
I mean, cause
Yeah, I think
that's the only
that
way,
would
damn
that
near.
would make that better for sure, and I think that people would probably sign up or be more likely to sign up if they just go ahead and put all the old stuff on there. But at the same time, it's like, damn, you still trying to get me to pay? And these are your games. You already got paid for them the first time when you dropped them. Now you want more money for the old stuff? Which, like, I mean, I get it, of course, because it's all about making money or whatever, but it just seems like to me, it's like, damn, I don't really want that. If that's how you're gonna do it, you might as well
Yeah.
just keep it.
I wonder, like, in the, it's all about a money thing, and I wonder what kind of returns they would even want for that type of,
Hmm.
doing that kind of service. Because I'm not even sure with Xbox, like, how they kind of financially do that. Because they
Hmm.
have to do so many games at a time, and the way they have to get emulation to run and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make sense to me, like with the PS4, you can buy like some PS2 games that are like, the ones that they know are gonna sell. But then
Hmm.
like PS1, they didn't even bother doing it. And then PS3, like you gotta get like like you said earlier, PS Now to do that. So it's kind of, but
Hmm.
then that's like streaming to download. So I'm not really even sure. I don't know
Right.
how to tech stuff, like how that even really works. But to me, it seems like if you really just want to kind of have like some good graces on the internet, which whatever, that would be the move, just to even have that as
Hmm.
a headline, like all generations are coming PS5.
Yep.
So yeah, to me
Yeah.
that would be this. To me, it would be smart, but it probably would come in like a PS Now scenario.
Mm, because like I said, they, like they just want the money anyway. That's all they're trying to get out of the situation is as much money as they possibly can. And with that, they can just, and that also puts them in the streaming category as well. You know what I'm saying? Which is a whole different market.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like for them, I feel like they're like, shit, we killing two birds with one stone in a way. Which I don't know how, like you said, how much money they making from that, or what's the return or whatever.
Yeah, I do. They said in the article in the PlayStation blog that there's gonna be some like crazy like audio that's gonna be in this showcase, whatever, this video. So I'm kind of curious on what games they're gonna use that for, like audio wise. And to
Hmm.
me, if you one thing that with Call of Duty, we've talked about it before. I don't think they're gonna show Call of Duty, but I would think like if PlayStation was to come out with like a new shooting game, that would be
Hmm.
one game to like a Killzone or Resistance, something like that. I think that would be something that really would help their this audio, the marketing of their audio expansion that they're doing for PS5. Um, and I know that they also said this video is gonna be running at 1080, like 30 frames, which got all like the tech people like, oh man. But they said it's gonna get uploaded like in higher res like later, so hopefully there's
Yeah.
not a lot of people being like, oh man, I don't really wanna, or judging it too hard and shit off the first like,
Hmm.
look.
Being like, cause they said it was gonna be the most ultra HD you've ever seen in your life.
With
Man,
now keep going.
Nah, I wasn't even about to say nothing else. Just let you.
But that, and that's kind of in my prediction lane too, is that Sony is gonna have a new shooting game this generation, because I don't think they had any on PS4 and PS3, which PS3 and 360 era, that was the shooter era for sure. At least like the rise of it because of online play and everything. But to me, I think this would be the time for them to show a new Killzone or a new Resistance game. I would be
Yeah, I would take
mad.
that. I would appreciate that.
Because I think, and they got by without it. But I think this would be kind of the time to be like, oh, we got something new. Or even like
Yeah.
some Mag like 2 bullshit or something.
Uh-huh.
Did you
And
ever
then,
play that?
what'd you say?
That Mag game back in the day? They had like,
I don't
I
think so.
forget how many players were supposedly like in a game, like 200 something crazy.
Damn, no, I don't think I ever played that.
Yeah,
But yeah, even I was just gonna say because pretty much all of they little exclusives are adventure games anyway. They don't have like you said, besides like Killzone or something from a long time ago. All the ones that they make pretty much just be adventure games. I feel like at this point, I'd like to see any new exclusive that's not an adventure game from them, even if it was racing. Like, I don't know. Just maybe if they came back out with Gran Turismo or something, I don't want to play that necessarily. But
yeah,
the
and
fact that they try something different would be cool.
and that's something that I was gonna say was that I think this also, along with a shooting game, new Gran Turismo like 7 or whatever it would be now. That's always the type of game to show off like graphics,
Mm-hmm.
and then
And
again
sound.
the sound. Yeah, exactly. You hear the muffler smuffling, whatever. You hear that engine purr, baby.
I'm fucking 1200 HP, man.
Yeah, you hear that,
Fire
man.
going crazy.
You hear that
That's a
Dodge
that's a
Neon.
Hellcat. Uh, you know, so it's like you said though, definitely be a good way to showcase both graphics and sound and load time. Truly, because Gran Turismo, from whatever I remember, which it's been a long ass time since I even tried to load that mug. That mug was slow, boy.
Yeah, you had to load in them car graphics, boy. It'll take a minute. So this ain't Mario Kart.
Man. This is a real race car right here. We really had a race car in the studio.
Yeah.
We had that NASCAR in there. Jeff Gordon really came down here.
Oh my god. I'm thinking also with the success of Crash Bandicoot, I don't know if they would make it exclusive, but I do think they could get by showing a new Crash Bandicoot game. I was about to say the new, like it's been announced, but I think a new Crash Bandicoot game would be good for Sony, especially because they don't really have kids games anymore.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? I think it's been a long, even though like they came out with Knack like twice or whatever. Like don't nobody even know that besides like people that watch PlayStation stuff. But I think Crash Bandicoot being at this will really get some eyes too, especially if they did like one of like the first little teasers or something where it's just like you hear like the ooga booga or whatever. People are like, oh shit.
Drum pattern.
Yeah. Why did some reason it made me think you said the drum pattern, and it is like I can't think of the song when you get the mask on, but some reason it's like it made me think of Sean Paul music from like 2005. Like
it's all drums because it's all drums. That's why.
No.
Yeah, it's tropical. It's real tropical. But I mean, Crash Bandicoot is in like a jungle setting, so
yeah,
that makes the most sense.
Do you think they're gonna show the interface of the console?
I would like to see that, but I don't think it's time yet. I don't think they're gonna show that yet. I feel like they would probably show that. Nah, I don't think it's time yet for that.
I mean, maybe they could just show it in like a random little trailer, but I think my thinking on this was that they could do like a cool like loadings, like you know, in like the state of plays they've been doing little beep things. And this one it'd be cool if they did that with like however like the new light might look. I'm assuming that it's gonna have a light, but if they did that and then it pops up to like the home screen and then it goes to like you know Godfall, which is like the one I think one of the few true like PS5 exclusives we know about. Which I'm also thinking we're gonna see more of that game. I don't know if you remember that from
A little bit, I
the
do.
Game Awards. The like how did they describe it? It's kind of
A battle on the Mount Olympus kind of
yeah,
situation. Yeah,
basically. I can't remember what kind of game. Like, it's like a looter slasher or something like that. I think that's what
because
they
it
were
was
saying.
different little classes of you can create basically or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I would like to see more of that game personally. I thought it looked cool,
Hmm.
especially for like a launch game. Just one of them like shits to turn on.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. You can't, cause sometimes like how, which this was a long time ago, but like how my dad when he bought me a DS, I didn't have no, he didn't buy me no games with it. That came with it, so
Yeah.
it's like you need them games too, though.
What
Them
was
little,
that? Crime Hunters? Was that what it's called?
I think so, man. I don't even remember because I was mad about it and I refused to play it.
Get this out of here. The boy, you
So
better play that
I just
shit.
for like the first like 3 weeks that I had it, I didn't even play that much.
You weren't doing nothing but what was it? Picto chat or
It
whatever. What
was
was all
right.
that
It
though?
was just I was like, man, get that. I'm just
I'm thinking that I don't know if I really want them to make a new interface though. Like, do you have any problems with what we have now?
Nah, actually, I like it. I like, especially since they added the little pop up side little. I use that pretty frequently.
What do you? Maybe I'm thinking about it wrong. What do
Just
you?
like when you hold the PlayStation button down
Oh,
and then
okay,
the
okay.
little quick little, you know. I like that. I use it a lot, especially like when making parties or trying to invite people or whatever. I
Yeah,
use that mug a lot.
I'm thinking. I'm just thinking because it's a new generation, they're gonna switch it.
Hmm.
And even if they do change it, I don't think it's gonna be a drastic change for the simple fact that even from like the PS3, PSP look they had, they really just transitioned it to what it is now, and it really
Hmm.
like you can tell like it's the same like concept basically.
Yeah,
So
it's
I'm thinking
just
it's just gonna be a revision.
yeah. I mean, if PlayStation is known for anything, is that keeping it the same kind of have the same style going into each generation for sure.
Oh shoot. Do along with that, do you think this will be the time they would actually show what the console looks like?
Yeah, I think that, and that honestly is why I think that they won't show the interface, which I guess they don't necessarily one, have to take away one for the other. But I feel like they're gonna be like, all right, we show you what it looks like because we still haven't shown you that yet, but that's all you get. And then
Yeah.
you can see some of these games, like we'll show you what games look like on it, but
Mm-hmm.
not exactly the whole, like the whole situation.
And to me, I don't. I really think even if they do show the console, I think they're only gonna show like a silhouette, or even like
Hmm.
when I was saying with the light earlier, like maybe they'll just do like a silhouette and then like the light flash or whatever, something like that. Like some, I don't feel like they're gonna show the whole thing yet.
Hmm.
Which to me, that's not like marketing suicide, but I feel like it's like why would you not show it at this point?
Yeah, it's time. And I mean, not even to be like competing with Xbox, but like, I mean, even though it's like, okay, we got about 4 or 5 months until it's even time to drop, but it's like that's a long time for some stuff, but not that, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's a short amount of time for me to have seen it or not, because you're gonna wait till what? September or something to show me what it looks like, and then I'm be like, "Yo, that's ugly. I don't even want that."
Yeah.
Something that's just like I feel like it'll be too late to try to show me what it looks like, 2 months out.
Mm-hmm. As they haven't announced when the next thing's gonna be, which why would they? This hasn't happened yet. But I would think they would show something like each month going along with it. But I think they are gonna do like a little tease of what it looks like. Even though we know the controller's gonna have like that blue and white and black aesthetic. So will the console have that same scheme? I kind of hope not. I don't like white consoles. It's even like the 360, like it was just kind of weird looking to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe because of dust and stuff, but maybe if it does have like more blue and stuff, that might be cool. Like some kind of like color instead of it just being a black slab of plastic.
Especially with which I mean, I know that it's gonna be different because of because PlayStation don't just have like how Xbox is basically just a computer tower. It's just a block. I feel like obviously PlayStation is more like into like doing physical changes to the outside of it. So I feel like it's not just gonna be a black box like it is now. But it's like I don't know, just looking at the PlayStation 4 and like not really having an idea of how it's gonna look, I'm just like, how are you gonna incorporate like more colors? And, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, because you don't want to be white, but I just don't see it being like a two-tone system or something. You know what I'm saying? Like two colors on it or something.
I don't know if you remember seeing the dev kits or not that different game developers have, and it's kind of and it looked like some old ass DVD player, but it's got like the like the V5 shape on the top.
Yeah.
Part of me thinks that it almost might still have that look for some reason, just to like have like because even with the PS4 and the Pro, like they have that slanted thing going on, and like the different like the sandwich loaf, whatever that is they call it, like the layers. Like I feel like they would kind of try to do something like that for this, just to stand out a little more.
Yeah.
Because all their consoles, even though looking at the time, it was like but like looking back now, they tried to like do some kind of innovation. Because even with the first PS3, when it was like that fat oval weird shape, you know what I mean? So like I feel like they're kind of in that realm where they want to do something that looks different, but it still looks professional in a way. But it's not like too gimmicky and shit.
Yeah. But I was about to ask you something, but I started thinking about what you were saying, and I can't remember what I was about to say.
I always ramble a little too much.
Man, I'm trying to think. What even was it? I don't know. It was a question, though.
And do you think, I know you want to get a PS5. Do you think that the launch lineup is going to sway you either way on getting it at launch, or do you think because of backwards compatibility you can be like, well, I can still get it and be fine?
Yeah, I'm probably going, cause see, that's what I did with the Switch, and then I was kind of feeling goofy about it later, where I was like, man, but what am I gonna play? And I'm just like, well, I don't know. I'm gonna play it either way it goes. Like I'll find something, and like you said, they're gonna have even some little here and there games. So nah, I don't think that's gonna be the reason why if I don't get it at launch. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's gonna be the reason why I don't.
Yeah, I think to me personally, like it doesn't really matter either way. I'll find some like justification, and then online be like, but man, what you see, what you don't see it.
You can watch DVDs without it even like just having some little goofy reason.
And to me, I don't know. I just like seeing that stuff. I'm not always the one to jump on everything new, but with game consoles, it's something about it is just interesting to me to try it out. And I guess I got PS4 on launch, and I had a good time with that, even though it was buggy as hell with like game crashes. That'd probably be the only thing that makes me upset. I don't think it would be like the game's lineup, because we've had so many poor lineups at launch for like every console basically.
Yeah,
Like there's
that's
only
true.
so many exceptions, like Zelda coming out with the Switch or something. But even like when PS4 came out, it was like 2K, Killzone, Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? It was just like kind of whatever. I was like, this is fine. This
I'll
is
put
okay.
yeah.
So yeah, I can't be like too upset because I've done it before. But I do think I am curious to see more of that Godfall, and really seeing that in like a 4K, especially with like the colors. And I really want to see, I guess, hear like this audio stuff, and if we're really gonna have like any difference of notice any differences or like crispness or anything like that. But yeah, I do think one the two ways they could do that is a shooting game and a racing game, which are just kind of staples of showing off new tech in video games.
Because you want to see even like even and not even with just video games, but like movies and TV too. When it's like a new TV or some new like TV specs is about to drop, they trying to show off a home theater system to you or something. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Those are the type of things that they show is like driving a car or your house exploded and shit like that. So that makes the most sense to me.
Do you think what would be more appealing to you coming into this video that they're gonna be showing? It's gonna be, they said, an hour or so long. Do you want it to be like commercialized, like I don't want to say commercialized, but like a commercial sense where like Nintendo would show the Switch, how they show the Switch and be like, here's John and Amy on top of the roof, what I'm saying, playing Mario, what I'm saying? Or do you want it to just be like a trailer, gameplay, you know what I'm saying, gameplay, gameplay,
Uh,
gameplay, gameplay, you know what I mean?
I think I'd rather it be like the previous one, like the Nintendo, where it's like showing you people, playing in their house and stuff. Because then it's almost like it's just something to watch. It's not just like, all right, let's just watch back to back trailers. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Like that's cool, and I get that, but I feel like that doesn't make me feel like you showing me the console, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
if they're
showing it
just
to me.
showing the games each time. Yeah, I think it brings a different level of like perspective, maybe, of like, oh man, me and my friends will have fun playing,
Yeah,
Call of Duty.
even though, especially now, and with everything that happened in the last 3 months, it's like, do I even want to see two people in a room together right now? Like, you know,
Yeah, yeah. That
three
is a
people.
good that is a good question, actually. Like,
Like, I don't know.
is that even protocol at this point?
They just gonna have it's just gonna be like a bunch of webcam shots of people
Yeah.
playing
Hey,
on and people
Marlon, you on the thing, man? Come on.
exactly
Party up, bro.
like in the same. Yeah, you can't be within 6 feet of nobody, so we ain't even gonna be able to play it on the same
Man,
TV.
I didn't even think about that. That's pretty funny. Maybe it will just all be trailers.
Never really thinking about it.
Because when you think of an hour, I mean, you would think that they're gonna have, obviously they're gonna have like a sizzle reel at the end, like they always do, showing everything. But I think you would have to show at least 5 to 7 games, in my
Yeah.
opinion, to make it worthwhile. Like, there's gonna be the more like some teases in there. There's gonna be some
Mhm.
highlights, like probably like a Godfall will get like 10 minutes or something, because that's an exclusive thing. Then if
Mhm.
there's like a high big name, maybe something more than that. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. And even then, I was hoping that they wouldn't show too many third parties, but they're gonna have to like sprinkle them in just to be like, oh yeah, you gonna
Mhm.
play Assassin's Creed here, right? Shit like that. So
Yeah. And with that being said, then they also would almost either have to or not have to show the console. You know what I'm saying? Like if they did it where it was just trailers back to back, then they probably wouldn't show the console that much or at all. and you probably wouldn't even really get to see the controller in a hand. You know what I'm saying? Where like
Yeah.
that's kind of part of you showing me the controller. Okay, I see it, but how's that gonna look like if I'm holding that shit? Like I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
With that kind of stuff, it's like you gotta kind of show me something of that stuff, like the actual console or something. But
Yeah.
that's if they have that little, whatever
And I'm
filler or whatever you want to call it.
and then and they talked a lot about with the new controller having like the haptic feedback and everything. So I do kind of want to see if they're gonna show that, like how that's gonna work with certain, especially I mean like a racing game, of course, or a shooting game with the triggers,
Mm.
or even with like them keeping the touchpad on there. Like how is there any like new innovations to that? Going along with that, I do think like I was kind of saying earlier, if they were to like use somehow show the interface and like just do that in between each video or something, that would be cool. Or maybe that's just me
Yeah.
being a cheesy, you know,
Nah, but that would be a
editor.
good way to show that though too though. Because I was thinking like, how would you? But I mean, I didn't even really think about that. Could just be
Mm-hmm.
like, all right, and here's this. What it's going, bloop, bloop, and then watch
Yeah.
that video or whatever the sound is gonna be.
And
That's
like,
what I wondered. Oh my bad.
nah, keep going.
I was just gonna say that's what I really wonder now. Is like what's gonna be the sound? Because each little new tech thing, like even with like iPhones and Androids and stuff, sounds is a part of the interface, like keyboard clicks and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I wonder what the sound of that is gonna be like. Is it gonna be the same blue bloops? Is it gonna be? It's like that's the shit that I want to know about.
And I damn near forgot my first point, but my new point, and you saying like the sounds, that would be a cool way for them to announce, like if there was backwards compatibility for the older consoles, like having those like classic theme sounds. Like I can't do it with my mouth, whatever. But you know what I'm talking about though, like the mystical PlayStation sounds they
Yeah,
be making, like whatever the shit is. That would be tight.
for sure. That'd be
uh,
something to see, definitely,
what was
or
my?
hear, I guess.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. With them, if they were to show the interface, when like you were saying earlier, how you like using like the sidebar menu, like that would be a cool way. And they kind of did that back on PS4 when they were like hyping up how party chat would work and like social interactions
Hmm.
and stuff. Like for them to do that and be like, oh, there's Steve on the game, man. Let's party up, and some new
Yeah.
little thing they gonna add or something like that. So that would
Mhm.
be pretty cool.
I
Oh,
wonder how they gonna do that too. If they gonna, my fault, they gonna clean that up, cause with like the friends and the social shit, and like following people and
mm-hmm.
like having friends, and what's the difference? Cause honestly, I don't even know what the hell the difference is with that stuff on there. I've
Yeah,
never
I
even
don't.
like, looked at it.
Maybe follow is so you see more of like what that person is playing and stuff, like on like a feed. I guess I've never messed with it.
I don't have no idea.
And one other thing, and this is something that all the Xbox could do too, is with people that do have cameras, like the PlayStation camera or something.
Hmm.
Like, obviously, if we want to like see each other, like we're like in a party chat, but it would be cool if they added in video chat
Yeah,
on there too. Like I don't know
I didn't
how
even
that would
think about
work.
that.
I don't.
Right.
That might be fucking weird to like manage or like slow your console down. But I wonder if that's ever like came across in like meetings. That would be pretty
Well, I
cool.
I feel like it should be though now more of a thing to think about because with like streaming and the way everybody wants to like a lot of people are streaming and trying to get like hooking it up on the computer and I feel like that'll be kind of a way to eliminate a lot of other stuff going on. Like if you know what I'm saying? Like if you was PlayStation, you was like, okay, how can we keep people on the PlayStation? You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Like you add a feature like that and then that almost it doesn't really, but it helps with needing a computer to stream or whatever.
Yeah. Oh man, you got anything else? I got one more question. That's about it, man.
I never did remember what I was gonna ask you.
You'll remember like three after the event. Last thing
You-
I'll say: do you think this is the time for a price to be revealed?
yeah, I feel like you guys, you gotta definitely tell me Well, I mean, I guess you don't have to, because I feel like if they don't show the console, then they don't necessarily have to tell me the price. But
Yeah.
if you show me what it, if you like, all right, here it is. This is what it looks like. Then it's time to go ahead and tell me the price.
Mm-hmm. Which, and in saying that, because I don't, Xbox still hasn't said either.
Mm,
So, I wonder, because, shit, yeah, I don't know when they're going to show it. Right now, it's like such a weird time to even say anything about money. So,
that's true. That's
they
true
probably,
too.
they wait until the last little breath, the
That
day
one gonna come
before.
out on like November 25th, and they gonna tell you how much it costs on like the 23rd and shit.
Yeah, you saved up, right?
They gonna be like, oh
Shit.
yeah, we forgot to tell you, it's gonna be 729.
Thanks. Yoinks. Damn, 729 be nasty.
man,
Just a random ass number.
man, I'm just
585. Like, nigga, what?
man, I'm just trying to think of the worst basically. So when they tell me, I don't feel so bad. It
Damn,
just
I knew it
gotta
was
go.
gonna be that much.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, I don't think they'll show a price because, like you said, you probably won't show what it looks like, and I don't think they'll show much of it either. So they'll probably end up waiting until like August or something for that. Until they finally, because the way they talk, they still don't even damn near know what the hell they putting in the damn thing. So they ain't even got all the parts and shit.
Actually, you know what? We said we was doing backwards compatibility, but we was just kidding, man. We forgot to order that. We forgot to order the piece
That
that it
shit back
need to.
order, bruh.
Man, you know how it be, man. Quote COVID, man. COVID.
Gonna be in an update later. Oh man, well, I think that's it for prediction ish. About to take the blackish time prediction ish. Oh man, well if you like that kind of stuff, like, subscribe, comment, Black Nerd Planet, twitch.tv/Black Nerd Planet. We gonna be live streaming that mug 4 o'clock Eastern, 1 Pacific, Thursday, June 11th, PlayStation 5 event. Check us out. Leave some comments on that good stuff. I'm Jordan.
Love. It's your boy M.
Peace.